Hello, you're welcome back once again on my channel. So today I'll be walking you guys through on how we can achieve a Canadian smoking ruffle sleeve. So yeah, that there are so many types of smoking. Okay, by this particular one, I have this particular one I want to show us in this tutorial. All right. So okay, guys. So here is the fabric I'll be working on. Guys, if this is your first time of coming into my channel, please kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get notified. All right, okay. So now, without wasting much of our time, let's get to work. So I have this fabric I'll be working on. All right. So it's like this. There are so many types of smoking, Canadian smoking, which you can do, but I have this tutorial, I have this particular one for this tutorial. Okay, so now I'll be showing you guys. All right. Okay, in order for us to achieve this smoking, the first thing you need to do is to cut out the amount of fabric you'll be working on. Okay, so here this is for a sleeve, or it's an off shoulder sleeve. Okay, so this off shoulder sleeve, actually you're going to double or triple your actual measurement. Okay, so here I have the sleeve round of 13 inches, so I went ahead to double it. So I have here 26 inches, so I have 26 inches here. All right, so now then the length of the sleeve, also you are going to double it as well. You can double or triple it, it depends on how full you want it. Okay, now so I doubled it, it's also 20, the same thing. So I have um square, I have equal parts here. So here the sleeve length is 13 inches as well. So when I double it, I got 26 inches. So that is what I have here. So you're going to cut that out. So after that, the next thing we are going to do is to mark out, to determine. Remember, there are so many types of Canadian smoking. Okay, there are a lot. So but for this particular tutorial, you are going to determine how close you want it, the interval. Okay, so here I'll go ahead, but first of all I'll be marking out, because this is an off shoulder. So I'm not going to be using lining. Okay, so the next thing I'll do, I'll just go ahead and measure 1 inch, because I'll be folding the down. I'll be using elastic to gather the sleeve round, as well as the joining for the sleeve, the upper part of the sleeve. Okay, remember it's an off shoulder sleeve, so I'm measuring 1 inch. So this will serve as where I'll be folding. Understand, I'll be folding this part where my elastic will pass through. So I'll just mark out 1 inch down. I'll do the same thing at the upper part. Elastic is going to pass both the upper part and the down part. All right, I'll be using elastic to gather them. Remember, we cut our sleeve round by 2 or 3. You can double it or you can triple it, depending on your choice and the amount of fabric you have. So here I doubled my measurements. So now I'm marking out where my elastic will enter. So after the markings now, so I now have the markings as my guide. Okay, so now the next thing I will do is to determine the intervals I want the ruffles to be. So I'll be using 4 inches. Let me check what I have here. So I have 24 inches. So if I share them equally, I'm going to be having 4 inches. Okay, so I'll be using 4 inches. So the next thing I'll do right now is from here, from this line, I'll be marking 4 inches here. So I'm making horizontal markings for 4 inches. Okay, so like this. After that, I'll go ahead and connect it. So I'm connecting. You can see I'm forming horizontal line. So I also measure 4 inches. Okay, from here, go ahead and measure out four 4 4 inches. Then from here as well, I'll have another 4 inches. So I'm going to do it and make sure I cover all the sleeves, okay? So now I'll connect. You can use 5 inches, you can use 6, depending on your preference or how the interval you want, okay? So I have my 4 inches here. I'm marking out my 4 4 inches. So I'll mark out 4 inches here and 4 inches. Okay. So I'm going to do this till you cover the entire fabric you are working on. So I'm connecting the lines. All right. So you can see I've covered all the sleeve with my 4 4 inches interval. So now the next thing you determine here, we're going to make a vertical line as well. So you can use, like I said, you can use 5 inch, you can use 4 inch, but I will still maintain my 4 inches, okay? So from here, I will mark the vertical lines for 4 inches, all right? So okay guys, so like I was saying earlier on, after I marked out my horizontal measurement, so the next thing for me is to mark out my horizontal lines. So the next thing for me to do now is to mark out the vertical lines. So you can see here I have my horizontal lines, okay, of 4 4 inches interval. I'll also do the same thing vertically. So from here now, I will be measuring, I'll be marking out 4 4 inches vertical, just like I did while marking out the horizontal, okay? So I have 4 inches here, then I also have 4 inches, making 8. So another 4 inches will be 12. So another one is 16, okay? I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Another, after 16, they will have 20. So after 20 now, I will be marking 24 inches, okay? So, so I'll do the same thing on this line. So I have 4 inches here. So I'll be marking another 4, making 8, another 4, 12, 16, 20, then 24. So I'll do the same thing. I will mark it like that till I get to the end of the fabric, okay? So after, we shall go ahead and show us the next step. So you can see that I have 4, I have 4, 8, I have 4, 12, I have 16, I have 20, then 24 inches. So here I have 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, then 4 inches. So here I have 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. Okay, so now remember I said there's so many steps for this. You can choose one. So after this, the next thing I'll do right now is from here, okay? So let's start from this part. So from here, I'll do right now. I'll come in here. For this 4 inches, I'm going to come in. I'll mark 2 inches in. Okay, inwards. So I'm going to, let me start from here. So from here now, I'm going to mark 2 inches inwards, like this. It's inwards, so okay. So from here, I will measure half inch up, half inch down, like this. So after which I'll go ahead and connect it. I will make a rectangular box, just like this. You can see I've made a rectangular box. So this is the other 4 inches, remember? So from here now, the other line, I will also mark 2 inches inwards. So I'll go up by half inch down and half inch up on both sides. All right, after which I'll go ahead and connect it to make a rectangular box. You can see. So from here now, remember this is the 4 inch. You can remember you have 4 inch, 4, 4. So from that 4 inches mark, you are going to be coming in by 2 inches, after which you go ahead and form your box, your rectangular box. Okay, so from here now I'll come in by 2 inches. So from that line I'll go up by half an inch up and half an inch downwards. So after that I will connect it like this. You can see I formed a rectangular box. So you see guys, so this is how I'll continue like this till I filled up all our lines. Okay, so here you come in by 2 inches, you go up half inch upwards and downwards. So you go ahead and connect it to make to form a rectangular box. Okay, so this is our boxes, our rectangular boxes. So guys, I'll go ahead and fill up the whole sleeves, after which I'll come and show us the next step. All right, so stay tuned guys, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now I'm done with the markings. You can see now I've created our rectangular box. So all our boxes are complete now. So the next step for us to do right now, from here we are going to start our pleats. So you can see this rectangular box now, you just pick one. Let me pick this particular one. You can see the center. These horizontal lines will mark here. It will serve as guide, as our guideline. So you're going to be folding it like this. So you fold it into two. You can see the horizontal line, you picked it. So yeah, so you can see now the 2 inches mark we gave here. So you're going to bring these 2 points together this way. You bring it together like this, or you bring it together outwards like this. What matters is that you make these 2 points to meet each other like this. So here you have to be careful. So when these 2 points meet each other, so the next thing you will do is to go ahead and pleat it, like you bring it to this side. You can see like this. All right, you can see what I did here. So you pleat it. Let me take that again. All right, so here let me repeat the process again. So you can see our markings are complete. Okay, so I've created the horizontal boxes, the rectangular boxes. So now this box, from one end, from here, the center line, you're going to fold it like this. You fold it. Okay, so you make each point of the box, you bring them together. Either way you want to do. If you want it to pleat it outward, it's left for you. Okay, so like this. So I'm going to make the 2 points to meet each other like this. You can see they have meet each other. So the next thing from there, you are going to pleat it. You are going to like this. You are going to fold it. So like, let me just split it outside. So like this, you fold whichever way that will make. Okay, let me maintain this particular direction. Okay, you have to maintain one direction. So like this, you pin it down. All right, so this is the second one. You are going to make these 2 points to meet each other. All right, like this. So they are meeting each other. You can see the two boxes. You make them to meet each other like this. So after which you go ahead and this one left here, you are going to like pleat it, just like you want to do pleats, like pleats. Okay, so you're going to pleat it so that you'll be able to see these lines, this half-inch line. Then you pin it down, because we are going to be sewing on that line. Oh my god, my pins, I think my pins are blunt. Okay, so you pin it down. Oh my god, the fabric is a little bit hard and my pins are blunt. So now this is the third one. So always maintain one direction. Okay, so here I'll pleat it. You can see all my pleats are facing this direction. So now I'll pin it down. Right, so this is how you do all of them. Let me go ahead and finish it up, then I'll come and show us the next thing to do. Right, okay guys, so now I'm done with the pleats. Okay, so this is the wrong side. You can see I'm done pleating it. I've not sewn it yet. You can see the pleat. This is the wrong side. Remember, you'll be marking, doing your markings on the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, there are some another smoking. You have to do the marking on the right side of the fabric. This is how you can do it on the wrong side. You can see the pins. You can see the pleats I did and the way I pinned them. Right, so these are the pleats. This is for the wrong side. So now this is the right side. You can see our ruffles is ready and nice. So this is our ruffle, guys. So I must admit, okay, if you want this ruffle to be more fuller, please triple your sleeve circumference. Okay, your measurement, whether whatever you're using, maybe you want to use it to make a dress, please triple it. Okay, so you can see this is a double. It's not all that full. Okay, but if you want it so full, like puffy, you have to triple your measurement. This is double, but it's not, depending on the fabric I have. Okay, so this is it. So the next thing I will do, because I said this is a off shoulder sleeve, so from here I'll just mark out the armhole. I'll give it a armhole curve where I'll be attaching my sleeve. Then the rest here, the rest excess here, I will fold in the top part. I'll go ahead and create a hole where my elastic is going to pass through. Right, so this down part as well, I'll be folding the down part so that my elastic will pass through it. Okay, so both the top and the down, I will be using elastic to hold them together. Right, so this is what I have. So I'll just go ahead, create my armhole, my off shoulder. Right, so just create your off shoulder. If you want to use lining, maybe you don't want these ruffles to appear, you want to conceal it, it means you have to draft your basic sleeve for off shoulder basic sleeve. Okay, or if you are making it for normal shoulder, you are going to draft the basic sleeve. Okay, so after which you go ahead and place your basic sleeve here, like you place this one on your basic sleeve, you make sure they all fit in, like the shape of your sleeve, everything will fit in. Then you sew, and like you sew it and turn it over. Okay, so that is it. But for this tutorial, I'm not going to be using any lining. I'll just leave the ends like this. So the next thing is where I've pinned, I'm going to sew them. Like I'll just sew on this line. You can see this line, this half inch line appearing here. So I'll just go ahead and make a stitch. All the pleats, I'll be the same way I've pinned them, that's the same way I'm going to stitch on them. So after stitching, this is the outcome. All right. So guys, I think we have come to the end of this tutorial. So when I finish the dress, I will I will display it on the mannequin for us to see the outcome.
Okay guys, so this is the outcome. This is the final look of our Canadian smoky sleeve. Please, if you find this tutorial helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so, and hit notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos. Bye.